What's up, everybody? Welcome to Table Stories, Witchcraft, and Wizardry. Holy cow, I am herding cats today. Welcome to the show, everybody. How's it going? Welcome, everyone. There's been a lot of... We are incessant talkers before the show starts. It's a nonstop, like, friend podcast that happs before the show. And we can't shut up. We just can't.
My inner Clementine. It's just friends. Whack gave Dobby a friend. Dobby is a friended elf. I'm so sorry. I'll just be here. Never apologize again.
Welcome to the show. If you have no idea what we do here, neither do we. We try and do a show about the Wizarding world, Harry Potter, and all the good stuff there. The players are in Hogwarts and they are students. They're first-year students. How are they doing this? What magic have they subscribed to allow them to play this game? I have made a game. You can head on over to tablestory.tv/WAW if you'd like to take a look at it and try it out. I am going to release a new version soon. I've come up with a few good ideas, I think, for some of the mechanics that I'd like to change/add. So there will be a new version coming out soon. But if you'd like to follow along with us, you can. That's how you do that. And it's good. I'd love for you to try it. It's totally free. Get on over there and check it out. But we have a show to do here today. So after you've got your rule books and you kind of know what's going on, you'll actually maybe understand what's happening here on this show. Why don't we go around the room and introduce our lovely players and their characters, and let's get started. Kolo, would you be so kind as to start us off today?
Hello, I'm Kolo. I play games on the internet. I'm a full-time variety streamer on Twitch. And we do things like play space games and cry over emotional stories and build Lego and stuff. And it's fun. If you want to come and hang out, that would be pretty cool. I'm live on Twitch five days a week. And I'm also here playing Maisie Skylar, who is a Gryffindor and has a very strange combination of traits, which is pretty tricky to play, but I'm loving it. It's great to pretend to be an 11-year-old again. It's fantastic. I don't know what else to say. What do I need to say, Wack? Thank you for being here. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to play with you.
I don't give scripts out. This is up to you. You can put me and say whatever the heck you want.
All right, I'm done.
Great, Luxie.
Hello! I feel like I'm gonna annoy everybody today because I have a standing desk now. So if you just see me wandering around, that's what's happening. Hello, I'm Lexi Games. I just moved into a new apartment, so if I look a little shaken up, that's what's happening. I'm a full-time, I almost said freelance streamer. I mean, yeah, technically, but I meant to say variety. I'm a full-time variety streamer on Twitch. And also a full-time memer on Twitter, if you're interested in that. Loud, annoying, and gay is what I tell everybody else, so I'm telling you too. Yep, that's it. All right, over to you, Wack.
Thank you, Luxie. Thank you. We lost a Kolo again.
I'm sorry, I have no idea why my video keeps doing that.
No problem. Murgles.
Oh, hello. Hi, I'm Murgles. I'm an animator, storyboard artist by trade. I'm here on this show, which is cool. I play Clementine. You'll get to see her in this show. She's also cool. 11 as well. You can follow me on Twitch at Murgles or on Twitter at Murgles. And yeah, I'm super happy to be here and thank you so much. That's it.
Thank you very much, Murgles. Nega Oryx.
Hi, I'm Nega Oryx. I play Olive Everglade. If you can't tell, I'm a Gryffindor. Well, Olive is.
The sweater is burning her skin right now.
It just a little bit.
It's just like
it has to be long sleeves to cover the rashes it gives me. I'm a very proud Slytherin in real life, and I stream 5 days, a certain number of days a week on Twitch. I do variety gaming, and I just wrapped a voiceover role for a game that they just announced it today. It's coming out this month on the 29th. It's called Cook Serve Delicious 3, and I'm super, super excited. My voice is a little rough because we did an 8-hour session last week. So if Olive is quieter than normal, you'll know why. But thanks for having me. I'm so happy to see everyone.
Thank you so much. Zagonicus.
Hey everybody, I'm Zgodicus. I do a variety of things and a variety of places, but I'm Zgodicus on all of them, and you can join me there. Here I play Alexander Pepin. He's a Ravenclaw. He's clever, but he's a bit odd. I don't know where I got the inspiration for that from. And I'm thinking tomorrow possibly I might start creating some things. I've got a pantheon in my brain for a D&D setting that I want to build out. It's been there. And I think I might do that tomorrow. So if you want to come and hang out and be like, you should make one about fish, then I'll maybe make a fish god, and we can name it Nemo.
That's way
Fuck
better.
you, Whack.
That's way better than the name I had in my head for it. It was Florp,
I wanna
by the way.
know.
It was Florp.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go for Gwyneth Paltrow.
I
Wow.
hate you guys.
Wow.
Get it?
I know
'Cause of the good
exactly where
thing.
that joke came from.
Because of the
Oh,
candle.
boy.
We got it.
Yeah, we got it. We got it. I'm Wax Steven. I am not Florp. I am the headmaster of Doom, and I will be dragging the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. There might be some screaming today. I don't know. And because we had the players leave off in a kind of well, it was a tricky situation. Yeah, it wasn't the best place to leave off for them, unfortunately. Last session, the players had sort of spoken with the portraits in the moving staircase in Hogwarts, where they had tried to learn some more information about all of the strange happenings that have been going on, specifically about the vanished wing. They were looking for some information to maybe help them find a solution to their problem. Did we lost a Colo again? She's back. No, wait.
I have no idea why it's doing this, guys. I'm so sorry.
We'll get
When
it
you come
straightened out.
back here, me, you don't want that. Stop it happening.
But they had tried to find out some more information about the vanished wing, and well, they spoke to some of the portraits, specifically the fat lady who had done a fair bit of gossiping with them. They learned some stuff, and they met back up, and they were about to sort of act on things. And when they went to go speak with Nearly Headless Nick, they went down to the Great Hall, and unfortunately they didn't find him or the Fat Friar. Upon leaving, they had some conversation just outside near the entrance of Hogwarts, when shadows started to creep up on them. And Alexander had said that it may in fact be a shade. Creeping up all about you. The shadows, even in daylight, seem to loom larger than they should. They encircle all around you. And I would like very much for all of you to show courage, please.
Oh no. I don't think I'm good at this one. No,
This
I'm
is a
Life
soul
work.
roll.
I got soul, but I'm not a soul. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
I mean, I would expect no less. I am Ginger. Of course, I'm gonna fail that roll.
I swapped out my house. I want to call it a benefit, right? House benefit. The last time I leveled up my XP, so I automatically succeed on a show courage move once a day. Does that count for this?
Absolutely.
Hey. Okay. Cool.
You automatically succeed. However, Rosalina, Clem, and Maisie all fail. And Alexander has a partial success. In this system, things are based on the Powered by the Apocalypse rule set. So, you roll a 2d6, that's 2 6-sided dice, plus an attribute. And on a 6 or lower, you fail, and something bad happens. On a 7 to 9, a partial success happens. And on a 10 plus, good things happen. It's a full success. So, we're going to start with the failure here. On a 6 or below, the situation feels beyond you. You cower in fear, running from the fight, and take -1 forward when challenging it. Maisie,
Oh,
Maisie, Rosalina, and Clementine. The situation feels beyond you. You've never seen anything like this. It's terrifying. You need to run from this fight. What do you do?
Run from the fight.
I'm
I
just
tell
gonna
it, run.
grab. Yeah, I'm gonna grab him and just run. But I'm also crying hysterically.
Okay. Rosalina, Clem, and Maisie, book it out of there. Alexander, you have a partial success. You stand strong, but are still scared of this terror. Choose one.
I'm gonna go for it. You're absolutely terrified and everyone knows it, but at least you're still here. So, oh, okay. I'm getting ready to cast the Lumos spell, like I suggested as well.
3 of your friends have left you. Lily Luna Potter and Olive Everglade are still here. Olive,
Okay.
you look fear in the eye and do not break. You stand strong.
We should cast the Lumos, and so
What's
we can get away.
What's that?
It's like a ghost, but it's angrier.
A ghost?
A bad one, a shade. I read about. I don't know if you read about. I read quickly Lumos, so we can. So it's light. I don't know if it will work, but it's worth a shot. And I cast it.
Cast a spell, please, Alexander.
I have
I'm
it in
gonna
my
do the-
spell bank, fortunately.
I'm gonna do the same.
Alexander, you rolled a 12. Your spell succeeds. The light starts to illuminate the area around Alexander. Olive, you have failed, unfortunately.
Yeah.
When you cast a spell on a 6 or lower, the spell rebounds and the caster takes a condition.
I'll say I imagine she's probably dazed.
Just like to point out that Olive is actually very good at magic. However, she rolled 2 1s on that roll.
Yeah, I have some good bonuses. I just rolled really, really poorly. Yeah, I think she would be dazed from that backfiring on her.
When you are dazed, your character has a -2 to the mind stat while that's active. Alexander, you cast Lumos, and the light sort of all around you is bright and is keeping the shadows away. Again, you sort of hear this sort of...
Did I notice that is it obvious that Olive's spell didn't work and it backfired?
Yeah. I think that Olive has like a visible like stutter. You know, you see her like the spell just kind of obviously it makes some noise and it just kind of sputters out.
Okay, on wobbly legs, I step in front of her with my wand held out towards darkness. But you run, go back to the Great Hall. Go back. There's lights and other stuff.
I'll take her. And Lily grabs your hand, Olive, and you're sort of like a bit wobbly. Do you try and stay?
I'm gonna try and stay and just say, we can't leave you, Alex.
I'll be right there just as soon as everyone's away, and then I'll run as well, really quickly.
No, I'm not leaving you alone.
I think try and resist some influence, please, Olive. Another soul roll.
Ooh. Is it... Do I don't have any modifiers with Alex. Never mind. Okay.
Ouch. That's a 6. That's another fail. Yeah. On a 6 or lower, you listen intently to their influence and do what they say. So I think you say those things. You say like, "I'm not going," but you're like now starting to shake, and you're a bit wobbly. You know, you're kind of seeing stars, and Lily's kind of like trying to pull you away insistently. Come on, let's get a professor.
Okay, we'll just go and get help, okay, Alex?
Yeah, I'll be here holding it at bay.
Okay, we'll be right back. Lily, let's go. And she's just gonna like book it and try and go as quickly as possible to find someone.
Alex.
Yeah?
How are you sort of positioning yourself? You have your wand. What are you doing?
Yeah, I have, so my back's to where we came from the Great Hall, where they're running back to, and I'm holding my wand out in front of me, like towards the shadows, and kind of waving it back and forth, trying to keep the light going everywhere so that it doesn't have, so there's less shadows. And I'm watching carefully for shadows that move suddenly or look like an apparently handsome Ravenclaw student.
Where is the boy?
Me? Or another one?
Where is he? He belongs to me.
Well, that's interesting. Do you have your contract? Or do you receipt for him? I'll have a look. Do you know his name?
The boy from... And before the whispers continue, the overcast day outside breaks partially, and some of the light makes its way through into the hall. And the shadows begin to dissipate around you.
I want to try and notice something just as they're dissipating, see if I can pick out any sort of figure or shape in the shadows.
Excellent. Go ahead and try and notice something, please.
A 7.
A 7. Okay. By the way, Kolo and Zagonicus, just stay there. I'm gonna switch you two on the camera, just so that way we
Yeah.
don't have to keep doing that.
Sorry, I
okay.
don't know what is up
It's
with my
okay.
camera.
We'll get it sorted. We'll
Okay.
get it sorted.
On a 7 to 9, I get to ask one.
Mm-hmm.
I will ask what did it look, smell, sound, feel, or taste like? But I guess look like is what I'm
Sure.
trying to get at.
Okay. So I think barely visible in the shapes of these shadows, you might have been able to make out something partially. It looked like a person, and they were holding something, but again, it was just a shadow. So it looked like a person that was kind of stretching out and into the shadows and extending them outwards as if they had a volume to their own shadow and they were expending it to extend the shadows further.
Did it look like a young student boy kind of shape, or?
I would say no. It looked like an adult.
Okay. Alright, as soon as the sun breaks and I hear that noise and I spot that, I turn and run to the Great Hall.
Okay. So, just to be clear, where did each of you run to?
I think I probably just went wherever Rosie took us, whether we wanted to or not. We were going.
How far are we from the cafeteria?
So that'd be the Great Hall. I mean, you were right near the entrance hall. So
All right, we're inside the Great Hall now, hands down, absolutely.
okay. So yeah, you ran into the Great Hall. Were you like cowering behind tables? What were you doing?
Have you ever seen those tornado drills they do? We are underneath the Great Hall banquet tables, just like huddled. I'm like trying to summon food on the top of the table, but I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just like.
Okay. So you, Clem, and Maisie are sort of cowering under there. Olive, you were dragged off by Lily Potter. I think probably towards the quad, maybe towards like a classroom. She would probably go that way, I think, to try and reach a professor, maybe. So, Alex, you run into the Great Hall.
Hello? Anyway,
Alex?
I saw it.
What was it? So what?
It's. Can we hide? I'm coming under
come under the table. Come under the table.
Knocks my wand out. I need to cast that.
Yes.
Okay. Boop. Okay. Slip it into my pocket. It wasn't a boy. It wasn't a student. And it said, and it was asking me questions, and it asked me where I think it's trying to eat him or something.
What do you mean it wasn't a student?
It wasn't a handsome Ravenclaw boy, like you said it was.
It wasn't Olive's boyfriend?
It was a grown-up sized.
Well, Olive's boyfriend.
like-
Hold on, I missed something here.
Olive was with.
It's a lot.
Where's Olive?
With
Is she with her boyfriend?
Is she getting eaten?
Lily, she was Lily. Lily and her were there, and then I told them to run away. And
Is
I think they
Lily
went.
okay?
They got away, and then the thing was asking me where's the boy, and I asked. It said it was mine, is what it said, and I said, do you have a receipt? And then
Wait, you own the boy?
No, I don't. The shade and the shade.
Did he
said
buy
that
the boy?
She purchased a boy?
That's what I wanted. I was
bought
trying to get, and I asked it for, and then the sun came out and it disappeared. So I think they're okay. They're just not here.
Okay.
So
But it's not the boy. He's
well,
not
if it
the
doesn't like
shade.
the sun, then the shade is aptly named.
We need to be really careful at nighttime. We should keep
no.
candles in
Wait,
our
I'm never gonna
lanterns in
sleep
our
again,
room.
ever. Alex, you can't say things like that. You mean at night if we're not safe is gonna come for us? I'm gonna need a cookie.
It knows us
the-
now. It knows our faces.
I think the dorm rooms are probably like extra safe, so we might be safe in there. But we probably can't ask teachers because they don't want those kind of secrets out. But
Can
we
we-
might be safe. there.
Shades can't get crawled up in carpets.
Maybe
can we just go and find Olive?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Can we just go and find
There's no
Olive?
food
please?
in here, anyways.
Yeah, I think they went the other way, so they probably went maybe.
We have to
I
swap.
don't know.
We have to swap Olive.
Yeah, just
Swaffle
need
it
to-
right up.
We need to reunite. Okay.
Okay, can we all walk holding hands in a line? You know?
Yes.
Okay. I'll be on the end so I can have my wand because I feel safer that way. No offense.
No, that's fine. I'm really bad at spells, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. But we are safe. We got away, so we did really good. That's, I mean, if there was a teacher here, they'd give us points probably.
Well, good job with your magic.
I'm sorry, guys.
Thanks.
Why are you sorry?
I'm sorry, Alex. Olive, I'm sorry, Olive. I ran away. I got scared. I wasn't a brave
ran away
Gryffindor. I got scared.
It's okay. It was probably a good idea because if there was lots of us, it would have.
It would have been shadier in there, huh?
It would have tried to scare us by hurting other ones and doing other creepy bad guy ghosty things, and so we probably got off. We had probably a better idea because it's scary though.
Sorry, Alex.
It's
Okay,
okay.
let's go find Olive, though.
I'm not mad. I'm just really, 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 really scared. Does anyone know a spell to stop you shaking so much?
I just want to run over and hug him, like hug him so much that like I can feel the shaking. Like
we just
I picture just
dogpile?
absorbing the shakes from him.
Yeah, that feels better.
Shake absorbers.
It's not a spell, but maybe it will help.
Love is kind of a spell.
It's kind of
Yeah.
a spell.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, let's go find Olive. We have to be brave
Let's go
now.
find Olive.
Okay, just take a quick peek outside of the table first and see if there's anything there.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I would like to investigate or notice something. Notice something probably would be better for this.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll plus your mind. A 9. You get to ask me 1 from the notice something list.
Okay. Is there anyone or anything sneaking around?
It doesn't seem like it, no.
Guys, I think the coast is clear. I think we can go now.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there? Okay. Okay, then let's go.
One big breath and then we can go.
Okay. I climb right under the table.
Hold it, or should I let it go?
No, let it go.
Well, yeah. If you don't breathe out, you can't breathe in again, and then you'll die.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
We just avoided it once, so let's not forget to breathe. Okay.
Who's opening the door? Because I don't think I can do it.
So yeah,
Well,
I
we're
got it.
underneath the table, right?
Oh, did we not leave yet? Oh, never
We're
mind.
down. I'll help people out from under the table. Watch, don't trip over the bench. If you hurt yourself, it's harder to move around. And we need to be able to move. Because shadows are apparently quite dexterous. That's my word of the day. Dexterous.
Did you read that in your book this morning?
My gran gave me a list of words of the day that I have to go through.
And
She says
dexterous
it's
is this one?
Good for my brain, so dexterous is today. It means like good at moving around and stuff.
Oh,
Okay, cool. Dex.
I hope Olive and Lily aren't too dexterous so we can keep up with them.
Yeah.
They're both Gryffindors are
Probably pretty dexterous, huh?
I don't know, but they'll be okay, I think. Like brave Gryffindors and all that.
we switch to Olive and Lily. Olive, Lily has you sort of like by the hand. You're running through the, you've run through the quad across the suspension bridge, and you're probably near the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. And I would like you to notice something for me, please.
Ooh.
That's a 6. Okay. Absolutely. So you get into the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom, and Lily's looking around. Professor! Professor! And, yeah, it looks like Professor Bovin is not there.
I'd like to... Is this a time of day where the professor should be here, or were
It's a
we
Sunday,
just kind of...
so
Okay.
it's a free day.
Okay.
I was hoping that she'd be here.
It's all right, Lily. Maybe we should find a prefect and we can see if they know what we should do. They're in charge for a reason, right?
Right. Are you okay?
I don't think we should have left Alex on his own. We need to find somebody as quickly as possible. So, let's just run and call for help the first time we see any adult or an older Gryffindor. That way it's someone we trust, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And I don't know what direction the common room is from here, but I'm going to imagine that they're gonna, like, book it vaguely in that direction and kind of scan for professors on the way.
Okay. Give me another notice something.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 7. That's a partial success.
Is there anyone or anything sneaking around?
Yeah, there's students around that you sort of pass. There's one that's familiar to Lily. And she says, "Oh no.
What?
It's my brother.
Why is that a bad thing?
You'll see. James! You see this, like, sort of messy looking, like, kind of, like, handsome, like, smirk, like, he has the half smile kind of look about him that's sort of like, arrogant charm. He turns around and he says, "Oh, what you doing, Squirt?"
Are you Lily's brother?
That's right. Who's this?
My name is Olive Everglade, and I'm a first year, and we were just in the Great Hall, and it was like this sheet of darkness, or maybe a shade. We really don't know, but it seems like something's going wrong, and our friends are in trouble, and we could really use the help of somebody older and more experienced. So, could you come with us, please? And she's just gonna reach out and try and grab his hand.
Try and convince him.
Okay.
So
I'm
you
getting a lot of experience today.
So you reach out and try and grab his hand, and he says, "What kind of joke is this?"
No. Not a joke at all. We came running because it was really quite scary.
What,
and
you want me to check
honestly,
the monster under your bed, Lils? James, she's serious. I'm sure she is. Look, you're fine, right? No bumps, no bruises, no cuts, no gashes across your head.
I'll
Listen, I
write
got
your
plenty of
mum
things to
about
do.
this. I'll write home to your mum about this if you don't help us. What happens if your sister does get hurt? Just because she's not hurt right now doesn't mean it's not going to come for us again. You really want your mum to find out about that?
Let's see here.
Inner Slytherin coming out.
Olive was exactly, 50-50.
You're playing her so well, it's great.
I'll say you get another convince roll, but you have a +1 forward, we'll say.
Yay! No!
The sea of red continues forth.
Why? Even with a +1.
And you've been doing all the different stats, too. It's not just like one.
It's not just one bad stat or anything.
No.
I'm rolling really poorly today.
James says, look, Lils, I've got homework. Well, not really. I mean, I do, but I'm not going to do it. Look, I won't lie, all right? I've got a date. You've got a date? Did I stutter? A date isn't more important than what's going on. Did you hear? There was a shade. Right, a shade. It got into Hogwarts. Right. Look, like I said, I'm busy. Find a prefect or something. James! I'm serious!
Lily and I are going to solve this mystery, and when we do, we are going to tell absolutely everyone that you did nothing to help. When the Daily Prophet comes to interview us, we're going to say that nasty git James, he just stood there and said no when Hogwarts needed his help. He turned his back. Let's go, Lily. And Olive's just gonna grab Lily's hand and go,
Bye.
and turn.
And he just kind of like walks off. I told you he
Lily?
was a git.
And you were right. I'm so sorry that you... I'm sorry you've had to live with him for 11 years, honestly.
It's been horrible.
She's just gonna do one of those like little there pats, and she's gonna go, I always wanted a brother growing up, and seeing that, I'm not so sure about that anymore. Lily, I'm very sorry. Let's go find help. Let's go find help somewhere else.
All right. Wait, should we go back? If we can't find anyone soon.
You know what? I think whatever it is, yes, we can do it. Just the two of us. If no one wants to help us, let's just go back and tackle it on our own, maybe? Yeah. Bravery and Gryffindor.
Yeah.
All that. Okay.
We can do it.
Yeah, we can do it. And they're gonna set off to the, the Great Hall, I assume?
Okay.
Yeah, Great Hall.
All right. Fair enough. You head back. The rest of you can give me a notice something.
My God! The 3!
I did a success. Hooray!
Okay. Maisie, I think that you see Olive and Lily kind of like rushing back across the suspension bridge as the rest of you are kind of like looking around the quad. Alexander, you and Clem sort of both find some like older students that you're like frantically, squawking at, trying to convince that you saw something scary, and that you need help, etc. And I think let's have some convince rolls from the two of you.
Well,
Is Zoticus muted?
Is.
Yes, I am. There's a shade, and it's after a ghost boy, and we need to save him. And
give me so which one are you trying to do? They need proof. They go along with it for now. They do it, but are now terrified of you.
I think probably first week of school, and it's a first year, and they need proof.
Okay, so you actually
make the
run
most
into a
sense.
6th year.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a Gryffindor 6th year. You don't know who this is. It's a girl. She's got a hardy body, skeptical eyes, and a tense-looking face. She sort of looks at you and she says, "What? What are you
Okay.
talking about?
We were coming from the Great Hall after having.
Are you
a very
all right?"
nice- No, my heart's still racing quite a bit. But there was a shade, and it made the shadows grow, and then it was asking me questions about a boy, and we've seen a ghost boy, and we thought he was maybe the shade, but then we think the shade is after the ghost boy. So we need your help.
All right.
On.
Show me where you saw this.
This way. I'll be right back, guys.
Meanwhile, in the background, Clem, what frantic explanations happening with you? You've met with an older student, probably not like a 6th year, but it's a Slytherin, and let me see. It is a prefect. Give me an I read about that.
okay.
Okay, you remember this Slytherin's name. This is a prefect by the name of Ava Larchmont.
Eva Larchmont.
She has her arms crossed across her chest. She has an angular body, dignified eyes, and an expressionless face.
Miss Ava Larchmont, listen, there's a shadow. There are big shadows, big scary shadows, and they scared me, and I ran away, left all my friends, so my friends are in danger, and we need to go and stop the big shadows. They're scary. Please, you have to come with us, please.
I'm very busy.
I totally understand. I get it. Big shadows, though, like large, huge, like hey, like hee, like they make sounds and they're scary. And one of my friends saw them and he said that they were a shades, shadow shades. Help, please.
You obviously look like you are out of your mind. Maybe it's a little overwhelming for the first week of school, yes? Don't worry, it'll all get better, dear. She sort of like pats you on the head.
I kind of like completely shocked to my core because I thought for sure that a prefect would at least have to check it out. I guess I turn around and look for Alexander to see how he's doing.
That's what happens when you get a 5 on the roll. Meanwhile, Maisie, you're looking across the suspension bridge as everyone's kind of like fanned out trying to look for some help. And you see Olive and Lily rushing across the suspension bridge.
I go straight to them, try and push past everybody, and just go and give them the biggest hug in the world. Like, I'm worried sick. I'm a bit angry, actually, that Alexander, the first thing he didn't tell us was that they were safe. The first thing that he told us was about the shade. I mean, great to know about the shade, but I'd rather know my friends are safe, thank you. Kind of that sort of
coming
attitude.
from the girl that when Olive was.
Yep.
Yeah, we won't mention that. It's fine.
Yeah, let's not mention that. Time has passed.
Just grudging up old goss, eh?
Yeah, apparently it's the GM of Doom. Well, I don't know what I expected. Yeah, just go and run up to Olive and just hug her. I don't even know if she has time to turn around. It's just like, boom, crash, hug. There it is. You're okay?
Are you okay, Maisie?
I was just really worried about you.
No, I know. Us too. Is everyone all right?
Yes. Everyone is fine. They're going to get help. Alexander was talking about shades and stuff, but I was just very worried about you.
We couldn't find anyone, and then we found Lily's brother, and he was right, and he wouldn't come and help us. And I don't know. It feels like nobody's going to take us seriously, seeing as we're first years and it's the first week of school. What do we do, Maisie?
Who do we trust? Who do we know we can trust?
Good question. I feel like I barely know anyone. We're so new to Hogwarts. Who was there was a professor or someone who worked here that Clem and Rosie said helped them when they were coming to school for the first time because they were muggles. Like they had extra help with like I don't know, learning about Hogwarts or something. And I remember they said they saw them when they got to Hogwarts, but I don't remember which professor it was. But at least they know them, outside of classes, so we could see if they know how to find them.
Yeah, we could. I remember. Well, can I roll to see if I remember who this is, Work, or?
Totally up to you. I think I mean, he's a professor.
Mm-hmm.
I have classes with him. You've seen him, let me see. I think it's twice this week.
I think... Do you mean Mr. Longbottom?
Oh, yes! Mr. Longbottom.
Yes? Okay.
Let's go find Mr. Longbottom.
Okay. Maybe we should get them first. I don't...
Okay.
I mean, I know...
Okay.
I know that we... Okay. All right. Okay.
And she's just gonna grab Maisie's hand and start trying to run back to where they are.
Lily, are you okay? Lily?
Yes, I'm fine.
I'm sorry that your brother...
totally blank.
I'm sorry that your brother was so mean. You did say that he was a git.
Yes, look, are you all right?
I'm okay. Are you okay?
It was scary, but I'm okay. What about you, Alex?
Well, we have to go and get back to them first, Lily. Are you sure you're all right?
She's like a little wobbly. She's kind of like looking around. I'm fine.
I'm gonna do the same thing to her as I did to Alex. Just go and like hug the shakes, like absorb the shakes, absorb. It's
all
okay,
right.
Lily.
She's like shaking like a lot.
Oh, okay. It's okay, Lily. Hey, it's gonna be okay.
It's okay.
It's gonna be okay.
We have to collect ourselves and be
okay,
calm and composed so we can prove your stupid brother James wrong and show him that there was, in fact, something going on at Hogwarts and that we fixed it, okay? So we have to pull ourselves together.
My brother. Yes.
Yes. We're going to prove him wrong and rub it in his little git face. I'm sorry, I really didn't like James, Maisie. He was quite rude to us.
It's okay to not like rude people. I'm just a little bit worried about Lily. Lily, Do you just want to sit down and breathe for a moment? I do this thing with my mum sometimes when she gets a bit worried about things, and we just sit and we breathe and we count them.
All right.
Okay. And I'm gonna take one hand of Lily's and one hand of Olive's and go, where would be the nearest place to like sit down? Is there gonna be like a step close by or something like out of the way?
The quad has some like, I mean, there's a lot of students kind of like, relax there and whatnot. Same thing with the courtyard. Like, there's a few rocks and some trees and things to sort of sit down around. There are students there, there's probably a few students like having a snack or studying or something.
But there's like a little quiet area somewhere that we can just kind of like... Yeah. Okay, cool. And I think I drag them over, and like sit Lily down. Like, just kind of sit her down. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Come and breathe with us. Olive, come and breathe with us. And then I like sit down on my shins, so it's like my shins on the floor, and sit down on my heels. Now, all you have to do is think of the silliest thing that you can ever think of. Just something really silly. It can just be something that doesn't even make sense. It doesn't matter. You just gotta think of something really silly or something really funny. When was the last time that you laughed really hard?
Well, my Uncle Ron's really funny. He brings all sorts of jokes from his shop.
Oh, okay. Like what? I mean, it doesn't matter if you can't remember them. I guess just that he makes you laugh might be. Just remember that, okay? Remember that, and then we're gonna breathe. Are you ready? Are you ready, Olive?
All right.
Mm-hmm. Ready? And in. And out. Are you giggling, Lily?
A little.
And
He made his... He ate a candy and it made his nose really big.
It sounds like something we should give to Alex.
And then he was chasing me around and making pig noises.
I'd like to meet him. That sounds funny. Do you have any? We should give one to Alex. That would be really funny.
No, we're not allowed to bring any Weasley wizarding wheezes to school.
Your uncle is a Weasley? Ron Weasley? Of course. Of course. I'm sorry, Lily.
Why are you sorry?
I don't know.
It's fine.
I just don't want to make you uncomfortable.
I'm better, thank you.
Okay. Are we ready to go and find them now?
All right.
Okay.
It's not hard to hear like Clem like trying to frantically explain what happened.
There's a shadow.
There's Clem.
Oh, it is. Okay, let's go and let's go. Okay, let's just look back at Olive and make sure Olive's around still. No, she hasn't disappeared again, because I'm very worried about Olive right now.
Sure. Rosalina, I think that you've, what have you been up to while everybody's been trying to look for help?
I feel like I'm so hopeless. I'm just like on the floor, just like flumped, just like kind of muttering to myself. I'm really upset about everything. I'm just so scared. I can't find anyone.
Okay. So Rosalina's just kind of a pile on the floor.
Okay.
I mean, you're just kind of It's just kind of a big lump on the
The
floor.
scare really took it out of Rosie.
Okay. And yeah, you picked a spot
And I'm
and you just
failing
kind of
every
sat
roll,
down.
so I have no other option.
Yeah. It's rough. It's rough. The life of an 11-year-old is rough.
Really hard.
Really hard. Alex, you've got the attention of this student.
Yeah. I've dragged them off to the entrance hall where I saw the shape. It was right here, and I'd like to use my house benefit to automatically succeed, and then I read about that move
Excellent.
with regards to trying to find traces and evidence of things that were there.
All right. I read about that. Let's see what you can do here.
There is a spell that I've got my eye on if you'd like me to.
Well,
There's that.
It's I read about that, so you get to ask me 3 questions from the.
Oh, right, yeah.
I read
okay.
about that list.
I forgot that's how it worked for a moment because I was so sad on doing this awesome thing in my brain. Okay. So I'm trying to think about how to prove that it was there. So I read about that magical waste. So my 3 questions would be, what does it do? Oh, the best one. What does it look like, sound like? I'm trying to think of a spell that I can use to show this, and I guess, is it dangerous would be probably a good one as well. So the first 3 questions on the list.
Okay. And this is you're trying to think of a spell to cast?
Yeah, so I can be like, look, it was here. There's a smudge or a smear or an aura or I can show the past or something or whatever.
Okay. So, let's see here. There's an intruder charm that you think you've read about. That's like a 5th year spell. That detects intruders and sounds an alarm. There's maybe some of the Revelio charms might be able to help you.
If I have a spell I have my eye on, is my questions good enough to go to try it out?
What's the spell?
It's a 6-year spell, which is, I don't know, fishing it, but a pari vestigium. Reveals traces of magic, including footprints or track marks.
I don't know if that would help you in this case.
Okay. Okay. It was here. Do we have anything that we could set up alarm spells and stuff so that if it comes back we can find it and show it, and if maybe we can cast some spells to, because it's a shadow. It's not as if something could fall out of its pocket, you know. But it was right here. I promise that it was definitely right here, and it asked me questions, and
All right. Wait a moment.
And she sort of she takes her wand out, and she says,
Where did it come from?
I don't know because all the shadows grew, but when I saw it, it was right here. Like right here pretty much. And then it went and disappeared. Because the sun came out a little bit. It is a shade, I'm pretty sure. I read about it in the books. And it does a lot of the kind of same things. And with shadows and...
Specialis Revelio.
And you sort of
That's the one.
You see a spell sort of move about. And you see like I think glows start to happen around the entrance hall, and she says, "These look like the normal spells put on Hogwarts. I don't see anything strange. Let's try something else. Hominem Revelio."
It used to be a person at least. That should work.
As she casts this, from inside the wall, you can see two shapes that are wriggling about. And she says,
All right, you. Come out of there. I'm serious. Come out now.
and two ghostly figures poke their head from out of the wall.
Did you see it? Did I recognize these ghosts?
You recognize the ghosts as nearly Headless Nick and the Fat Friar.
Sir Nicholas and Mr. Friar.
Sir Nicholas? What are you doing in there? Well, it's about time. We were trapped in there. We couldn't get out.
Did the shade do it?
Is that what it was?
I'm pretty sure. Do you know where it came from? Did you see it? It looked like it was trying to hold things. Do you know what it was holding? Do you know anything about the boy that it's trying to get? I have other questions too, but if you answer those ones first, then I'll get to the rest. Do you eat food? Do you sleep? Sorry, those were the other questions. You can answer those. Those aren't priority questions. The first ones are.
You must be a first year.
I am Alex. I'm from Ravenclaw.
Right. Well, that was something. I don't think that's ever happened before.
Oh, I've never experienced such a thing. Please, Sir Nicholas, can you tell us what happened? The first year wasn't making it up? I was sure he was.
I don't make things up. I just sometimes mistake dogs for werewolves.
She says,
What's your name?
Alexander Pepin.
Rosamund Crooks.
Hello, Rosamund. Crooks. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. All right. Perhaps, Sir Nicholas, you and the Fat Friar might be able to illuminate this situation for us?
I'll try my best.
Oh, of course. Is there anything to eat, perhaps? Not at the moment. Oh, drat.
And they sort of are like coaxed out of the wall with the help of Rosamund, and they sort of like follow you, I guess, into the Great Hall.
Okay. So what happened?
Well, we were in the Great Hall. Yes, I was preparing myself mentally for dinner, and all of a sudden we heard this strange noise. Yes, a very strange noise indeed.
Did it sound like, where's the boy?
No, it didn't.
Okay, that's why I heard this all.
No, it sounded like some sort of, I don't know, like perhaps a music box.
Was there whispers as well?
Yes, I believe there were.
I think that's what happens when it's around, because I have heard that kind of thing as well in my experience with this creature.
Peculiar indeed. I've never come across a shade myself. What about you? Oh, I can't remember any. I don't suppose that I have. Sorry, but that's all that we know.
Maybe it was holding the music box, and that's why the music is. Do you know? I have other questions. Okay. Do you know anything about? I take a quick glance at Rosamund. This is his secret stuff. So you can't tell anyone that I said this.
Secret stuff? What are you talking about?
Well, Sir Nicholas, Mr. Fryer, do either of you know anything about the Vanishing Wing?
The Vanishing Wing? You mean the Vanished Wing?
That's the one, the Vanished Wing, yeah.
Ah. Yes. It was very peculiar.
I think it's connected to the shade. And also, do you know a ghost boy? He's a Ravenclaw, maybe like a third year-ish. I think the shade's trying to get him. And I think he was maybe from the Vanished Wing and something bad happened to him in stuff.
No, I haven't seen any other ghost boys about. You have to understand Hogwarts is warded against such things. We're a special exception.
But was there any way that... Then how would... Did something happen, maybe, that made... That disturbed something that was already here? So it wasn't something that came in, it was something that was here that wasn't awake or was sealed and got loose or something?
Got loose?
Yeah, maybe it was in like a... Maybe it was in the music box.
I don't know. I remember the Vanished Wing. It was very peculiar. One day it was there, and the next day it was gone.
Yeah.
The school was a very different place back then.
Yeah. We heard it was a long time ago, like 300 years or something.
Was it that long? Oh my.
I feel like I should ask more questions while I have the chance, but I can't think of any. I'm thinking really hard, just give me a second. Ghosts, music, shades, Vanished Wing, plants. Some plants were hurt. That doesn't, you don't hurt plants if you go near them, do you?
Plants?
Yeah.
Well, aside from those that the Fat Friar consumes, probably not.
So you do eat. Okay, anyway. Right, so that's not you, that's probably the shade. If I have other questions, can I come and find you?
Well, yes. That's what we're here for, after all, aside from our own tasks. And trying to keep Peeves out of trouble.
You should definitely tell the other ghosts to watch out for the shade and the music and listen, because we don't want them getting stuck in walls. Because at first I was kind of worried that ghosts were going to be scary, but you're all kind of, well, most of you are kind of really nice. Some are scary still. A little bit. The Baron.
Yes, the Baron is rather intimidating.
Okay, Rosamund, okay if I run off? I have to meet up with some friends about some things.
Well, yes. I believe we should tell the professor, or even the headmistress.
Okay. Okay. I'll come with you and do that then.
All right, let's go see Headmistress McGonagall.
Okay. I'll head off there and do that.
All right, the rest of you. You've met back up with Clem. You see Rosalina as a pile on the floor.
Rosalina, come here.
I'm having a really rough day. I did that dumb spell on my hair and I got short hair and then I ran from the fight and I'm a loser.
You're not a loser. You're the
You're not
best.
a
You're
loser.
literally the best. I ran too.
Rosie.
Does that make me a loser? No.
No!
Yeah, that's right. So it doesn't make you a loser. Logic.
Oh. Well, you got me there, I guess.
Yeah. Come on, let's go. Let's go solve the crime. Whatever the crime was.
Okay, ghost crimes.
Ghost crimes.
I
Chung chung.
I like your hair, Rosie.
I like it too.
Thank you. I'm gonna talk to Madame Pomfrey about regrowing it.
That's a good idea.
Maybe you should give me like bone grow, but it grows my hair.
Wouldn't that
I really
not
like it.
be bone
It's-
grow and just be hair grow then?
Can you imagine if your hair was bones?
No,
What if your
I
hair
don't
is
think I want to, Rosie.
That's fair. Okay, that cheered me up. All right, we can go.
Okay. Okay.
Bone hair. Quackling when you walk.
Now, Olive's a bit wobbly, like she's laughing. She looked like...
She's still pretty dazed too, so might be a little funnier to her than it normally would be.
Hey, are you guys feeling okay? I'm gonna start touching everybody. Who's the most injured? Who?
I'm okay.
I'm fine.
I miscast a spell and I feel a bit woozy.
Okay. I'm a Hufflepuff, so I got this, and I'm just gonna do my cure wounds on Olive, so she's all patched right up.
Your tree wounds? Are you using your house benefit?
I am.
Okay. House benefit that allows you to succeed automatically on a treat wounds once per day. Allows you to basically heal one condition on Olive, so you can remove the day's condition.
Cool.
Other ways you can heal conditions, again, they are in the there's a handout that just says healing conditions, which can heal it. I probably would have just role-played you out of the dazed since you did bow out of a fight, but friendship, it works.
Friendship. Swap.
Friendship. It works.
It's also the title of the episode now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It
miss you
works.
laughing at my jokes, but I think this will make your head feel better. Well, laughing at my jokes harder than normal. You always laugh at my jokes. Hey, I have a question. Clem. Hey, Clem. I asked Olive once, but can I have a piece of your hair?
1000%.
Thanks, because I'm gonna keep them all in vials, and it just makes me feel like I have a piece of all of the people I care about.
I just immediately cut off. I don't know whether I had scissors, but I just
Maisie?
No, you don't have scissors.
When
Who
you
the hell
say-
walks
when you
around
say-
with scissors?
maybe
Pull the hair out
Rosalina
of your
does.
head if you want. It's not a big deal. I can just I'm just gonna reach forward and just pluck a hair from Glim and Maisie.
Okay.
I'm just stuffing them in the pre-labeled tubes in my cloak.
I
won't clone you.
Oh, you should. That would be so cool.
I'm actually a little bit uncomfortable with that. Could I have mine back?
Oh,
Maybe.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, here's your bottle with your hair.
Just take.
Why does she have your hair in a tube?
I don't.
It's
I
a
don't know.
friendship thing.
Friendship. I
Some
don't know
people
why
have
I-
friendship bracelets, and I have hair in a tube.
Okay.
We can go. It's a.
I'm gonna take my hair out and just put it in my pocket, and then pick the label off that presumably says Maisie's hair or something, like pre-printed label.
For some reason, and I don't know why this is, but do you know those label maker machines?
Yeah, I literally just
they-
thought of that.
You turn the friggin',
I have that.
It's one of the-
1,000%.
I love
Yes.
the label maker, man.
those horrible plastic labels that are really
Horrible.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But the ink, instead of being black, is pink. So
I'm gonna pull the label off, and then I'm gonna give the file back to Rosalina. I'm gonna say, look, see, now you have a spare one. And then I'm
and
gonna
one less friend, I guess.
and I'm oh oh
Rosie, it's
I was
okay.
gonna-
We can work on her. We'll get it there.
I just take
When
the
she's sleeping.
I just take the label and put it on my hair. See, we're reusing your label as well.
That looks nice.
Oh
Look,
god, I
these are on
really
my
upset
bottle.
you.
No, it's okay. I understand it's okay. It's a little weird to have people's hair in a bottle. I understand. Do you want
It
a
is a
cookie?
little weird.
Yeah, but I don't really have anything here. I don't have, like my family's not here and I'm not from here, so I'm just trying to stay a little grounded. And then by having pieces of my friends with me, do you want to give me a fingernail?
Not really.
Rosalina, I think that's a little
Maybe
bit
some
weird,
teeth.
actually. She just goes around wearing like a necklace full of our teeth and hair. In like 3 weeks, she's like an evil,
She would.
bog witch. Just like comes hobbling into the Grey Hall.
You can perform all sorts of magic when you have a piece of somebody, and
Wait, what?
it's just dangerous sometimes.
First of all, I never do magic successfully, so I think that you guys are safe, but I totally respect and understand your decision not to give me a lock of your hair, even though it would be kind of romantic, like Shakespeare.
What's a Shakespeare? Is it pointy?
It must be.
Yeah, like a spear. Sometimes his words can be very pointed. That's a good point, yeah.
Remember how the castle was in trouble and we were going to
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm
remember
sorry
the
about the
shade.
hair. Yeah, we should probably, yeah. Go.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's Alex?
Just
Pull the label off my hair and put it in my pocket.
did anyone see where Alex went?
No. We were trying to get help, but no
was
one believed
crying,
me,
so-
so maybe no one believed him, or maybe someone believed him and he brought him to the spot. Let's go check the spot where it all happened. Maybe he's there.
We should go back there? Oh, somebody has to hold my hand.
I'll hold your hand. We can all hold each other's hand, but don't worry,
Every-
we're gonna be brave this time.
Everyone has a buddy. Left, right, grab hands.
Are we walking in a circle?
No, in a
Seems
line.
really dangerous.
Oh, okay.
Well, the power of friendship will protect us. Swath.
True, and if that wears off, I have the hair.
All right.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Okay, let's do it.
Off you go to the entrance hall.
As we go, I want to just lean into Clem and go, is that creepy in Muggle or just in Wizard?
I think it's creepy in both, but in this case, Rosalina's not very creepy, so I trust her specifically.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, but in anyone else, I would have been like, get off of me, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. But sometimes you gotta do really extreme things for friendships. That's just normal. It's expected.
Okay, yeah. Just nods and carries on. Yeah.
Which way do you go to the entrance hall? I assume you go the direct route.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would assume. Yeah.
All right. When you get to the entrance hall, you can see that there is no Alex.
Oh.
Dang.
Waffle-oodle-doodle-doo.
Hey guys, I think there's a problem with our plan.
As in, he's not here?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, I noticed
Does
that
seem
too.
like a problem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, where would he go?
But there's also no more shadows. I mean, aside from those ones and those ones.
What if the shadows came back and they took Alex?
They wouldn't have done that,
No.
would they?
No, because would I have noticed Alex walking away with anyone?
I think that the timing wasn't there.
Yeah, okay. Oh my god. What if they did?
Okay, everybody stay calm. What if you were Alex, what would you do? I'm thinking library.
Library. Good idea.
Could be good. Yeah.
Worst case scenario, he's not there.
The darkness.
Yeah, and then we get work done. And you know what we'll do? Why don't we leave a note?
On the ground? I have my label maker.
Okay, we'll leave a note. So if Alex does come to the entrance hall, then he'll know where we went.
But what if he's looking for us and he wants to go to the Great Hall because he thinks that's where we would be?
Well, okay, we'll bring the note and tape it to the table we always sit at. That way, Alex knows it's us, it's where he would go to look for us, and then we can go check the library for him.
We could do multiples. We could do one here and one at the... You got enough on your label maker, girly?
I wrote kind of, hey, Alex, we went to library. Hope you aren't with Shade.
Yeah, I think that's solid.
That sounds good.
All right.
If he did get caught by the Shade, maybe he just gave them beans and they died.
I mean, that sounds like an Alex thing to do.
Yeah.
So you've got a label, and you're gonna put this where?
I'm gonna pull the sticky back off of the label and I'm gonna stick it on the Great Hall table where he normally sits, and it's probably gonna get stuck there for a while.
Okay, right on the table.
On top of the table.
Okay.
I'm gonna get in trouble, aren't I?
That's Wax. Interesting face. Doom incoming.
It's not vandalizing if you're saving your friend, Whack.
Nothing is bad since we're saving our friends. At this point, I think I'd do a murder to save my friends.
Fair.
Okay, go ahead and resist
Do a murder.
influence. Please, Rosalina.
Oh.
Do I have a forward on this because I'm just so peppy.
It would be with your relationship with Alex.
Oh, okay. I don't have one.
Savage.
I don't have one.
On 7 to 9, you resist them influence, but they make some sense. The thoughts linger, and you take a -1 forward to resisting further influence from them. So the reason that I had you roll this was because as you apply the label to the table with the sticky back, it like sticks there for a second, and then it slowly like starts to like roll back up.
What? Is this table magic?
I think this whole place is magic.
There's like a dead silence, I think, for a second, like after you ask the question.
Oh, that's right. It's a magic school. Okay, well, I'm gonna take some pocket mash out of my pocket, and I'm gonna weight the corners that are peeling off down with pocket mash. And it's getting kind of cold at this point, so it's like incredible glue.
Okay. At least that's what you think in your 11-year-old head.
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely. Pocket mash, placed down, label barely visible, but it's there.
At least he'll know it's from me.
Approximately 5 seconds after you've placed the pocket mash down on the table, there's a faint like sparkling that happens on the table, and it just sort of
It is glowing?
yeah, it's sort of you can see that the table starts to clean itself. The mashed potatoes get cleaned up.
I can't even be mad. That was such a beautiful noise. Well, guys, the label maker didn't work.
The label's still there. It's just kind of like rolled up. The
Okay.
mashed potatoes have been cleaned.
Okay, well, it's not perfect, but if he sits down, he'll know there's a little note, and I think Alex would unroll it. I'd unroll it. I'd be so curious.
Yeah,
But the
for sure.
pocket mash is gone, which is terrible news.
It's okay, we'll get more. To the library?
Yeah, we can go there. Don't bring the pocket mash, though.
Okay, no.
Off to the library you go. We switch scenes to Alex, Rosamund, and Rosamund outside of what appears to be like a weird, I guess, kind of like section of Hogwarts here. Rosamund is like kind of waiting outside this random spot that you don't really understand what's going on. It just kind of looks like a wall. I don't know the password. And she kind of like bites her lip. A prefect would probably know. You're muted, by the way.
Oh, for the password for what? For the...
To get into the headmaster's office.
Oh, it's here?
Yes.
Have you tried knocking on the wall?
Well, yes, supposedly that can work. I have to be honest, I don't really come here very often.
And I'm here my first week. Is that a good sign or a bad sign?
Oh, I suppose we can write in this book.
And there's like there's kind of like just a book that's like partway open. There's a quill and some ink that's there.
Try and write knock knock. I'm just kidding.
And you see you see the book is open, and there's some names that are like listed there beforehand, and at the top of the pages it says, "Please announce your presence."
Oh, this is... It's like a magical doorbell.
Yes, I suppose so. I haven't been here since a few years ago. Got in a spot of trouble. James Potter.
I've heard about him.
There's like an angry look on her face right away.
Oh, yeah, that's what I've heard, pretty much.
Lit my skirt on fire.
Oh, I didn't realize that. That's very inappropriate, because that covers up all sorts of... Never mind.
I think that was his point.
Okay.
She writes down in the book, Rosamund Crooks.
I'm sorry, what's your last name, Alex?
Pippin. Pippin.
She writes it. You see, like, the book start to sort of light up a little, and you start to hear this knocking sound sort of coming from nowhere. And you hear a voice that says, "Enter!" And the wall sort of like starts to separate and open up, revealing an entrance into the headmaster's, the headmistress's office.
Okay.
Did not expect you to go here so soon.
Me neither.
But in you go. You can see a sort of familiar-looking face, a very seasoned lady who is sort of has her glasses on just the end of her nose, like so. And she has a quill, and it appears that she's writing something. And there's 3 other books that are floating, and they have quills that are also copying the information. And she's kind of like looking down at the book.
Yes, how can I help you? Miss Crooks and Mr. Pippin?
Yep.
And that's a good place for us to take our break.
Oh, man.
But
Your McGonagall voice is my favorite.
but it's so good.
So we're going to take a little bit of a break here, folks. If you have not done so, please make sure you follow all of these wonderful people. Please, follows are free. You can do so by heading on over to tablestory.tv/WAW. Or you can head on over to these links, which are probably working. Yes. Hooray! They're working. You can click on the links. Make sure you follow all these wonderful people. Make sure you follow this channel here at twitch.tv/tablestory. And if you have yourself a Twitch Prime or an Amazon Prime, consider throwing it their way. Get yourself some emotes. Go support them. They're lovely people. They totally deserve your support and admiration. And just throw money at them. Just throw it. Just throw it. They appreciate it. Trust me. Trust me. And if you want to help support Table Story, one of the best ways you can do that is head on over to tablestory.tv/pledge and check out our Patreon. We've got some wonderful artwork that's up there by Murgles. She did some wonderful artwork for the show. We've got some stuff from Anna the Newt for Nocturne. We've got character sheets for ZBO. We've got lore drops. We've got podcasts. There's so much stuff up there. Oh my God, what's wrong with us? Just so much content. But go check it out, please. And just a reminder, tomorrow we've got a special thing that's happening. I'm hosting a panel of role-playing game developers here on this channel at 2 p.m. Eastern for New Game Master Month. New Game Master Month. We're going to be talking with Atlas Games, Chaosium, Pelgrane Press, and Monty Cook Games. They sent basically a rep from all the companies helping people get into being a game master. It's a It's a thing that I think a lot of people struggle with, and they have a difficult time sort of transitioning their brains from either a player or just never playing into the role of GM. And I can tell you from personal experience, it's a lot simpler than you make it out to be. Just do it, and it's okay to make mistakes. That's my advice. But hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll go over some ways to help you. But otherwise, we'll be back in just a few minutes. So hang tight for more Witchcraft and Wizardry. Back in just a few. Welcome back, everybody, to Table Stories, Witchcraft, and Wizardry. We return as we join Rosamund and Alex in the headmistress's office.
And what exactly is the problem?
Shall I tell her, or do you want to, Rosamund?
You're the one that saw everything.
Okay. Hello, headmistress. I'm Alex. I'm first year.
Hello, dear.
So I sort of kind of fought off a shade in the entrance hall. I don't know how I'd say I'd fought it off, but I think there's a shade in the school. I think it's trying to eat or do something to the ghost of a Ravenclaw student from a long time ago, maybe about 300 years. And I think it's something to do with the vanished ring, and there might also be a music box involved and lots of whispering.
Headmistress McGonagall, I went to investigate in the entrance hall. I cast several Revelio spells, and I noticed nothing in particular except for the fact that Sir Nicholas and the Fat Friar were in the wall. They were in the wall.
Yeah, they said that they were stuck there or something, and they couldn't get out until Rosamund saved them. I think that's it was very impressive.
Please try and convince Headmistress McGonagall.
Okie dokie. Here we go. Success. Yes.
A shade, you say, and what exactly makes you think that it was a shade, dear?
Well, a few things that I read about them, and it made shadows darker and longer, and it also seemed to be able to influence people, and there were some dead plants and stuff around where it might have been, around where the vanished ring would have been, the kind of the greenhouses and stuff. And it spoke to me and asked me questions.
What did it say, dear?
And she starts to stand up from the desk.
It said, where is the boy? He's mine. Kind of just that over and over again.
Do you have any idea who he was talking about?
I think it's the... so originally I saw another ghost and I thought that was maybe the shade. But it was a Ravenclaw student, and the shade looked like it was
Another
a grown-up
ghost?
size. Yeah, I asked Sir Nicholas and Mr. Fryer about it, and they both didn't know about the ghost boy, but I saw him. He's around as well.
I'd like you to show courage, please. As Mistress McGonagall starts to walk down the stairs, the little short staircase, just down a couple stairs towards you.
Please be a success.
No. The situation feels beyond you. You cower in fear, running from the fight, and take a -1 forward when challenging it. Please add a relationship for Headmistress McGonagall and put -1 in. I would also like to remind everyone that starting this week, including today's episode, relationships can go up to but not including 3 or -3. And we're going to change up the end of session stuff just a little bit. We talked about it last week, but it will be changing this week. She starts to walk towards you, and she seems very interested in what you say. But it's a little intimidating. How do you sort of run away from the fight?
I sort of take just one step back and one to the side, so Rosamund's in front of me now. Okay, I realize I probably can't run out, but Just like subtly a slight barrier between us.
I
I'm trying
need
not
you
to like
to
hide
tell me
behind it.
everything that you know.
Well, my word of the day is dexterous. It means to move quickly.
That, please, Mr. Pippin.
It's probably also related to the head bumps, that the people walking into things, and catching the head bumps and walking into things and stuff, and maybe the vanished wing around where the greenhouses are there, and the dark creatures class, and other things like that. And there's a shade in the music box, and
Music
the ghost
box?
boy.
What sort of music box?
When the shade's around, you can hear it and whispers. And Sir Nicholas and Mr. Fryer said it too, right, Rosamund? They said that about the music box and the whispers.
Yes, they did. Headmistress McGonagall. They said that they heard something like a music box. It sounded like a music box.
Oh, the ghost boy doesn't know he's a ghost. That's why maybe thought at first he was the shade. But he doesn't know he's a ghost, and he gets quite angry if you tell him that he is. I don't know his name. I tried to find out from the shade, but then the sun came out, and the shade didn't like it. I cast the Lumos spell because I figured the shade wouldn't like to come near me if I had light. So that's how the shade didn't get me.
She starts to like walk closer to you.
I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not lying or hiding anything. I'm trying.
She kneels. She like kneels down and like looks at you like eye to eye.
I'm just trying to be helpful so the shade doesn't hurt the ghost boy or me or anyone else.
That was some very clever thinking, young man. You're a very
Thank you.
smart boy, aren't you?
I try my best to be.
Well done. You showed
Thank
quite a lot of bravery.
I was really, 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 really scared though.
She starts to like stand up and she says,
As you should be. You need to be careful as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now. Let's have a look at the entrance hall, shall we?
Okay.
Follow me.
Okay, I follow. But
she
like
sort of
behind
like waves
Rosamund.
her hand in the entrance like.
I'm trying to remember if there's anyone. The only other place I think it was for sure was down by the greenhouses, because I saw some plants down there that were dead, and I know Professor Longbottom takes very good care of his plants. I had his class sometimes this week, and he seems very invested in his plants.
It was very smart thinking coming to me, but when did you find out this information, dear?
Just today, mostly. I was wandering around, and I decided I wanted to see
Mostly?
Well, I'd read about shades before, and that wasn't today.
Try and convince her again. And remember to roll with your relationship.
Sure. Need to choose my words more carefully. It's a heart roll. Yes.
Excellent.
sexes.
Well, thank you for reporting all of this to me. I think you've shown quite a lot of bravery and your inspiration to your house. That'll be 30 points for Ravenclaw, I think.
Well, I don't know if I should get all the points. I did have some help from some friends in other houses today. They were there as well. So I shouldn't take all the credit. I just didn't want to get them in trouble in case you thought I did something wrong.
Well, I don't see them here at the moment. So, you're also showing some chivalry as well. That's very admirable.
Thank you.
And you walk towards the entrance hall. And we switch scenes to the rest of the group that have made their way to the library.
Alex? Alex?
Shh, it's a library. Oh, Alex.
Where would he be? What books would he be by?
Books about shades.
I don't know where they would be.
I don't want to ask the lady. She does not like me.
I can go ask her.
I'm gonna go over to the book that I read last time that the ghost was trying to get me to get out for him. Which,
Hogwarts, a history?
yeah. And I'm going to check and see if Alex is in that area. And also open the book up.
Is that Madame
And-
Pomfrey? Is that what? Or is that what's her name? Oh God, I'm blanking. I'm blanking.
Madam Pince?
700 NPCs.
So many. Yeah, Madame Prince. Is that her? Is that why you have her as your librarian? Emote? Eggs?
Eggs.
You have a librarian emote that's shushing.
Do I? Yeah, no, that was intentional.
No, totally. I knew what we were talking about.
Didn't even know that you had the emote. That's great. That's fantastic.
Thank you. That took me so long. I was like, what are we talking about in the game? What?
Yeah.
What's happening?
I didn't know
Yes.
either. I was like, what are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Shh. I don't have the stream up, so I didn't know. I forgot emotes existed. So yes, I would like to search Hogwarts a history to see if I can find anything that actually references the Vanishing Wing.
The Vanished Wing.
The Vanished Wing.
You
Dang
looked
it.
at. You looked it up before. You found your info in the book. So I mean, it's still there.
Okay.
Are you looking for something in particular?
No, I just thought since before we were searching for just like, classroom near the greenhouse or whatever, I thought since we knew more specifically that it was like a Vanished Wing thing, maybe there was some sort of like, tall tale students would tell or whatever, like a different kind of footnote that I would notice.
Not in this book. Not in
Okay.
this book.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to actually go over to Madam Prince. Excuse me, Madam Prince,
Yes?
would you be able to help me figure out which book I should be searching for some specific information if I told you what I was looking for?
Yes, that is my job after all.
Oh, okay. Great. Well, could you tell me where I could find some more information on the Vanished Wing of Hogwarts?
The Vanished Wing.
Yes.
If I remember correctly, and I usually do, it is in Hogwarts a history.
Yes. No, that's absolutely correct, and you are right about that. But that was actually where I got the idea to read a little more in depth. I saw it in Hogwarts history, and now I was just wondering if I wanted like more in-depth information. Is it anywhere else? Any other books?
Now that you ask, I don't think that it is.
That's a bit odd, isn't it?
It is a bit odd.
Do you happen to know anything about the Vanished Wing?
Not more than I think was in Hogwarts history if you're looking for more information.
Well, don't you think that's a bit strange?
It is peculiar. And typically there are more books referencing especially certain issues that affect Hogwarts. Very peculiar indeed.
Thank you, Madam Prince. And I'm gonna walk back over to the group. Madam Prince says that there's no mention of the Vanished Wing in any book other than Hogwarts history, and it barely comes up there.
That's a little fishy.
It's a bit odd, right?
Do you think that the knowledge about the Vanished Wing has vanished? It was a joke.
It was a good one.
Maybe they're hiding something.
But who would hide something?
The people that vanished the wing.
Or
That's
maybe
true.
it's the other way around. Maybe it's made up.
But the lady in the painting knew it.
Yeah. The portraits seem to know.
But what if, like, everybody's been deluded or something and then it's been written into history, but actually it's not true? I mean, there have been plenty of books about things that aren't true.
That's true. Either way, I think if books can't help us, I think we need to speak to Professor Bins still. Where
that
would we
might be the
find
best
him
option.
on a Sunday, though?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. If I was a teacher on a Sunday, I'd be taking a nap.
Do you think maybe he just lectures like 24/7 in his classroom and he doesn't really even notice if there are students or not because he's so boring and he rarely ever looks up from what he's teaching?
That's so smart, Olive. We should
Maybe, but
definitely.
also, that was kind of naughty.
Oh, but it's true.
It's very true.
He's just he doesn't teach in a way that we like to learn.
Okay, but the other day I raised my hand in class and
Did he ignore
didn't-
you?
Well, he didn't even notice. I think he just stands there and reads all day.
If I was a teacher and I could get away with it, I'd probably do that too. Actually, I wouldn't read though. I'd eat all day. Do you think Professor Bins is in his classroom? We could check.
Yeah.
I'm down for this.
Maisie, are you okay?
Are you all right, Maisie?
Are you thinking about Professor Bins? Do you have a crush on
Yes.
Professor Bins?
No! Oh!
God, Maisie likes
Well, Olive has a crush on a ghost, so anything's
Oh
possible.
my gosh, do we all get to have crushes on ghosts?
Oh, pick your ghost. Who do you like?
I'm picking the Fat Friar because we both love snacks.
Ooh, that's smart. That's very
Can I
smart.
pick Flops because he has a silly name?
We could get him to jump, and then he would really be Flops, like a rabbit. Ghost jump. It's the gravity that brings you back down, and they don't have any of that.
I kind of really like the Ravenclaw ghost.
Like, you actually like the Ravenclaw ghost?
Maybe, I don't know.
Clementine likes a ghost. Clementine
You have no room
likes
to
a
talk.
ghost. Let's just go
I'm
find
not saying
Professor
any
Bins.
more. We should go find Professor Bins.
Cold
Shouldn't have
kisses.
said anything.
Rosie, stop it. And Olive's just gonna kind of put the book back and like walk out to find Professor Bins.
Okay. You're going alone?
No, I'm following. for
Yeah,
sure.
we're all going.
Okay.
I don't. Maisie, you going?
I'm going, yeah.
Lily. Yeah, Lily's just kind of following along.
Tagging.
She doesn't
Poor
know
Lily.
really what the hell's going on.
First, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I've been dragged into so many horrible situations when I was that age. Like, just, okay, whatever. Sure, this is extremely dangerous. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so you head towards your History of Magic class. And the room's empty.
Oh, really thought you had a theory going there, Olive.
Do you think he sleeps in
totally
here?
on board.
I mean,
see
Maybe
nothing.
he has some like writing somewhere.
he must have a room to
Do
sleep
the
in, I mean.
teachers live here during the year?
It'd be a really long journey home.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's right. They don't have any like.
Dad said that Professor Longbottom lives in Hogsmeade with his wife.
That sounds cute.
Well, what do we do? I mean, we can't go to Hogsmeade. And even if we did, I don't think Professor Bins would live in Hogsmeade.
We're not allowed to go to Hogsmeade.
Oh.
Yeah.
We need to have permission. Third year.
Well, what
Oh,
do
that's
we
a long way
do?
away. Well, weren't we looking for Alexander? Like, where's Alexander? Should we be worried?
Should really
Maybe
get
the Shades did get him.
walkie-talkies.
I'm kind of worried.
Yeah. Yeah, we should get walkie-talkies. Good idea.
Maybe we should go back to the Great Hall. Maybe he's been there and...
Is that like a drink?
What, walkie-talkie? Oh no, it's like
You talk into it, and then people from a far distance away hear what you're saying.
yeah, it's like older phones.
They don't know what phones are.
Oh.
No, Dad has a phone.
Oh,
Still,
cool.
even though he's like mostly a wizard now?
Yeah, he only uses it, sometimes.
Oh.
I find it really sucks that I can't use my phone here.
Yeah, he's probably playing Candy Crush. Your dad ever play Candy Crush?
Yeah, a little bit. I really like this dragon game where you like have eggs and then the eggs hatch into different dragons.
Huh, it's like
like that one a
magical
lot.
creatures, but like way less dangerous. That's pretty.
You can hatch dragons?
Yeah, but they're like little
On your
dragons and they're like
phone?
cartoons. Yeah,
How
yeah.
do they regulate that, though?
No, it's a game in the phone.
Technically, games are regulated.
Yeah. Are they? They're
Well,
not real.
Yeah, games could be dangerous, right? You put anything in a game. Oh my god, do you think that you could put it? Do you think you could put a spell in a game? Do you think that they curse Muggle stuff sometimes? Have you
my
ever
gosh,
thought of
yes.
maybe?
Whoa, this opens
I've
up a
stopped
whole
thinking-
new world of
I can't think
possibilities.
about it. I can't think about it.
Oh no.
Maybe just for now we should focus on
How
finding
are we
Alex.
supposed to find Alex? I got stuck on the staircase trying to climb up it for like 45 minutes the other day.
So,
We can't
okay,
search this
let's-
castle.
Let's think about this.
What about we use that
logically.
spell? You know,
Which one?
Accio. Accio Alex.
Does that work on people?
I think it only
I
works on objects, not people.
Right.
Accio Beans.
Well, wouldn't it just bring us anyone's beans and not necessarily Alex's?
Yeah, and I don't want anyone's beans. I don't even want Alex's
Can you imagine
beans.
if we just got beans out of nowhere?
Okay, let's try.
How is this helping us to find Alex, though?
Oh, right. Okay. Alex, let's go back to the.
If you were Alex, where would you be?
If I were Alex.
That's it.
I
He's
mean-
dead. He got eaten by the shades.
No,
We've been wandering around this place. He's dead.
No, come on, please. Clem, come on. You need to stay calm, Clem.
Maybe there's a spell we can do.
He died, and we abandoned him. We left. Like I left
Time to
earlier.
Take some deep breaths. Maybe a tree
I ran away.
pose, do a little yoga. Gonna be okay. You put this
Would
in
you
your
like to-
mouth. Leftover breakfast sandwich from 2 days ago. It's still warm.
It somehow tastes old and new.
We need Alex back.
I say we go back to the place where it all happened because maybe he went back again. And maybe we should just, like when your parents. Oh. When someone's parents lose you in a store and they say to just stand there. Oh, sorry. And they say to just stand there and wait. Because if you wander around, you'll get even more lost.
Okay.
We should maybe do that.
I think we should go back to the Great Hall, and I think we should start working on something that we can use, like a Muggle walkie-talkie, and we'll have somebody enchant it. That way, it, I don't know, does something. Like we can make little buttons, or
What about like a flare? Like flare guns? They shoot like a whoosh.
But there's ceilings in the castle.
I was thinking something like swath buttons or like badges.
We can get badges and we can enchant them, and then everybody will know we're in Swap, but also everybody will be able to hear us, but maybe not all the time, because that sounds kind of creepy, and I don't really want you guys to hear me go tinky winky.
What if the badges tell you where someone is? What if the badges tell you where someone is?
Or, well, I don't know if we
On,
could
like, a
do
map?
something. That sounds like really tough magic, but maybe we could have them so they would like jingle or buzz or something to tell everyone when to go to the meeting spot.
Okay.
Something basic,
yeah.
just like a go to the spot, like a little bell.
Just raise a gentle bell.
I mean, I liked my more stalkery version, but sure, yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Good.
Let's go to the Great Hall, sit at the bench, and we will brainstorm official swath
But should,
buzzy notification things.
but should
You
we
mean
go to the
finding
entrance hall?
Alex, though?
We
Brainstorming.
were just gonna sit
Clem
there and wait
said
for
to
Alex to
stay
come to us.
put in one place.
Yeah, but I was
Okay.
thinking we could go to the entrance hall where it all happened, and then we stay
Oh,
put
okay.
there because
Well, we can
eventually
sit on the
Alex.
floor of the entrance hall. I will lay my cloak out like a picnic blanket.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
Off you go, back to the Great Hall. Yeah.
Are we going to the entrance hall, though?
Entrance hall.
Oh, the entrance hall. Okay, because you did say
Yeah.
Great Hall. Okay, so entrance hall. Back you go. So, Alex, you, Rosamund, and Headmistress McGonagall have sort of made it to the entrance hall, and you kind of like showed her where everything happened. She's cast a few spells, and she's cast one spell that kind of like shows some things that happened, and it's not like the pensieve, but it's kind of like a I think the way that I would see it is it's not as good as that, like it's not as comprehensive as that.
Yeah,
It's
maybe
probably,
shows you like a freeze frame moment.
yeah.
So she sees me with my wand pointed and in a shadowy thing or something.
Yeah. And she says,
does, in fact, look very strange. I believe you may be right, Mr. Pippin.
She's like walking around.
Now, what will we do about this? Somehow the shade has gotten onto Hogwarts grounds. And you said something about the vanished wing.
Yeah, and the Ravenclaw boy as well.
Yes.
And I think it's after him because it asked where's the boy, and he's the only kind of new boy that's appeared at the same time as this shade. So it's like maybe, I don't know. Why would it be after him? I don't remember that part about.
A very good question, and one that I might add that is no longer your concern. I don't want you investigating anything more about this. This is the business of adults, and not 11-year-olds. You understand, I don't want anything to happen to you. Is that a promise?
I won't get involved in adult business, I promise.
Try and convince her, please. Roll your relationship with her as well. She kind of like nods her head. Yeah, which option are you going for on a 7 to 9?
I think they go along with it for now is the best bet.
Yeah, she kind of like nods her head. She looks at you out of the corner of her eye, obviously a bit skeptical. And she says,
Well, I will be mentioning this to the other professors. And again, thank you for coming to me as well. Rosamund, this was very important, so I'm glad that you were able to assist your fellow student. Of course, Headmistress McGonagall. That'll be 5 points for Gryffindor as well.
I am very curious about it though, so maybe when if you figure everything out, I would like to learn how things happen, just if that's okay, at least.
Don't worry, we'll be reaching out to you if there's any other questions. And who are the other individuals that were involved? Your friends that also saw this. Perhaps they saw something different. I'd like to speak.
and then it's at that point then everyone starts like coming towards the entrance hall. You see Headmistress McGonagall, Alex, and this other girl that you don't know.
Alex, are you okay?
We're okay. Oh my goodness. Oh,
Yeah.
oh my god, we were
Yeah,
so
okay,
Oh
yeah.
my god, oh my god.
Lily's like,
Yep.
Lily, come here. Lily, I'm gonna drag her
I'm
into the
okay.
group hug. Like, don't scream, she is.
You're soft
I-
now.
I don't want any sandwiches, thank you.
Perhaps we don't have to ask then. These are your friends.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Headmistress, hello.
We were just afraid that Alex was hurt, so we were giving him a hug because we were thankful.
Yes, he came to see me. A very smart boy.
He's a very, very, very smart boy.
He is very smart.
And nice.
Sometimes.
Well, so, yep.
Well, this was lovely. We should do it again sometime. Alex, would you like to? Yeah, we had that paper that we were going to work on together, and
I may be asking you all some questions in regards to this incident. Don't worry, I'll find you if necessary.
Oh, okay. It's nice to meet you.
Yes, dear.
Yeah.
I'm Rosalina, by the way.
I remember very well, Miss Earthcloud.
Good. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It depends on what you've been up to. And so far, from what I can see, all of you have been sort of busy.
You just want to help.
We're just
Worry.
being-
Remember, you are all 11 years old.
Well, sometimes the teachers don't believe us, Madam McGonagall.
I tried to tell multiple people and they wouldn't believe me.
Well, one thing that you learn as the headmistress of this school is to always make sure you listen.
Yeah. So,
Mr.
yeah.
An old professor taught me that.
Right, okay. Well, if you have any more questions about the shade that popped up here today, that we found out may have been around just today that we saw, then, you know, we will, well, you're the headmistress, I'm sure you know where to find us.
Headmistress McGonagall, before we go, could I ask you a question?
Yes, dear.
I apologize for bothering you with this, but as we are first years, I tried to find Professor Bins earlier to get some help with a History of Magic assignment, and I know it's a Sunday, so he wasn't in his classroom. Do you know how we could go about finding him?
Did you try his blackboard, dear?
No, what's
Does he
that?
sleep in a blackboard?
Surely you've seen him emerge from his blackboard at the start of class.
I'll be honest, I was snacking at the beginning of class. I'm sorry, I have a really high metabolism.
So, we could just knock? Is that?
Yes, that should be rather fine.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Should we go work on that paper then?
I want to do well on that paper, yeah.
Yeah, and we
Okay.
can talk more about what clubs we may want to join or make and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, like my yoga club. Miss, Madam, your royalty McGonagall, do you like yoga? Would you like to join my...
Headmistress.
Oh, that's right, headmistress, sorry. Usually like royalty. Do you want to join my yoga club?
I'm not exactly...
I feel like it could be so tense and overwhelming
It's
to
not
be the
that
headmistress of
important.
all of the magic.
I
so.
grab Rosie's arm and like, oh, thanks. We'll see you.
tried.
around."
Okay, well, it's been great.
You've tried yoga?
I've tried
on.
yogurt in the past, but
No, not yogurt, but yogurt's great. Okay.
Studying important first with the skill. Good impression. Bye. Psst. Okay.
Wait,
Once I get
she's
them far
probably
enough
got
away.
supersonic hearing. We should wait.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want to tell us how that went on the way to the History of Magic classroom?
Yes. Okay, so I had to lie a little bit.
Okay, so you need to tell us everything
I
because
told
we need to
some
be on the
truth.
exact
Keep
same
moving.
page.
Okay.
Just keep moving, just because
Yep.
she's gonna quick. Okay, just gotta get okay.
Okay.
Okay, so what I did was I told her that only today have we ever been involved with the shade business.
Cool.
Okay.
Just because she asked how long, like, because I told her.
Technically, it's the first day we've seen the shade.
It's true.
Well, yeah, so I didn't lie. Rosie,
No, you
high
didn't.
five. Thank you.
Nice.
Well, okay, so I thought it was just because when I told her that stuff happened, that with the shade and stuff, because it is scary and we do need their help. A little bit, at least maybe if they're looking after the shade will be away and then we can go around and kind of be safer or something and discover and help out the student. So she said, well, thanks for bringing it to me. How long have you been doing this, and when did you learn about it? And I had to just say today, because if I said I knew about this all week and I didn't tell you,
Oh yeah, you'd definitely be
she
in
would
jail.
have
that would
turned
be
me
bad.
into something or expelled me or something.
What if she
so-
finds out now,
Yeah, so
though?
bad.
Then?
She won't.
The story is we found out today.
About
Got
the
it,
shade?
everyone?
Technically, Rosie is correct. I only saw it today.
And we don't answer
Boys.
any other questions. You hear me? She asks us anything about the
It's
past?
kind of scary when she's demanding.
She
like
is
that, right?
very scary. She was kind of scary sitting down, and then she stood up, and she's quite tall. And
Oh, I was talking about Clem.
oh,
Oh. Thanks.
Welcome. Yeah,
So-
Mrs. Royalty, Your Majesty, Headmistress McGonagall's definitely a little overwhelming.
yeah. So if we're snooping around, looking at stuff, and any professors ask, it's all club research. We're researching what
Yes.
clubs want to
I
do. That's
don't
why we're
think
looking at stuff.
Headmistress McGonagall will believe that, but the other teachers might. I hope she doesn't send out like an all call, like Rosie and Clem and they're bad. You know.
Oh God.
And
We
not
gotta keep our
bad.
noses clean, guys. No more sneaking around.
we can-
After
we
this
can-
time that we go talk to Mr. Bins, after this, then we're done with all this stuff.
I don't think well, but he's a student and we're students, and the school says to help your fellow students, so shouldn't we help him?
Oh, yeah.
Also, yeah, he's technically in SWAF now because
He's in my house, so I really need to help him out, and you're my friends and you're in
fair.
SWAF, so you need to help me help him. So
Well, I can't fight that logic. I guess we're stuck in this life of crime.
it's not we're doing good.
not
It's not a crime if you're
crime,
helping
Clem.
people. It's just
we're not
maybe
having
like
handcuffs.
we're just.
See, I
sort
didn't
of-
know it was bad to like break into Hufflepuff house, right? I didn't know that. I'm just a muggle. Now everything could be bad. I just have to assume that everything's bad now.
I don't think. I think no. You'll be fine.
Hugs
Don't
aren't
worry
bad.
about it. As long
Friendship
as
isn't
we,
bad.
as long as we avoid like breaking big rules, like going outside of school grounds, or
Out at night.
like being
We're
out
kinda
after,
bad about that.
we should be okay. So if we do everything, kind of
Above
before
board.
class, and at lunch and after dinner, before curfew time,
Then
and then in the
technically it's a
weekends,
club.
then
Okay,
we're
fair.
just
Okay.
we're not doing anything wrong.
We could,
Really?
we
Okay.
could
We're just-
say it's all in the sake of journalism.
I
Y'all
would
have
say
journalism?
that
Oh.
if you have to prove and remind yourselves that it's not wrong, then maybe there's something wrong about it.
So you don't want to help this?
I
No.
really want to help. I really, really, really want to help. I really want to help. I just.
All right, well,
I
we're not giving you a choice. I'm just gonna grab her by your scarf and be like, all right, let's go. Come on, you got it. You're just you're part of the club, and you gotta break the rules with the rest of us.
I just don't want to get in trouble, and I don't want any of us to get hurt or lost.
Well, I'm
or-
pretty sure that he got away with it pretty good, and not in that way. What I'm saying is, what we're doing here is right, and even Headmistress
I got
McGonagall
house
knows
points. I got house points.
You got house points? How
I
many?
got house points.
that. See, Maisie, technically breaking the rules got him house points.
I tried to get you house points as well, but
Aw.
You technically got them.
Headmistress McGonagall didn't. She's like, they're not here, so they can't get any. Basically, but I got 30 house points.
What?
30.
That's more than
Yeah.
I've lost. I meant positive.
You're in the
amount now.
green, technically.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Alex.
I said to her, I don't want to take all the credit because other people were there and helped.
It's like we fought the boss and you came in and took all the XP, though.
I was trying not. I
What does
did.
that mean?
And then she said that I was chivalrous.
I don't think that
And-
it was his intention.
Yeah, I wasn't trying
Yeah,
to
I
say.
know.
I was trying not to tell her that you guys were involved in case she was going to give me any trouble, because then you'd got any trouble. And then she like gave me points, and I was like, okay, I might as well
Yeah.
tell her that you guys were helping. And then she didn't give any extra points. But
I'm
maybe like
looking
once
at Lily.
they wrap it all up, they'll give us points.
Lily
to
shrugs
give
her
you guys
shoulders. I was
extra
lost to
points.
XP.
What
Are
do you
we-
think?
Are we at the History of Magic classroom yet? during this?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, you guys are all chatting away, and you wander in the history of magic.
Which
What are we
house is
asking about?
Professor Bins from, you guys?
Probably Ravenclaw, I'm gonna guess.
Did they have houses when he was alive? So old.
Haven't they always
Hogwarts has
had
always
houses?
had houses, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. I
didn't read that
honestly
in my
wasn't
class.
really listening.
I bet you a chocolate frog that he's a Hufflepuff.
Yeah, he feels like a Hufflepuff.
You might be right.
I get
Does that mean I get to knock on the blackboard?
I don't think he's a Slytherin.
No, maybe not.
Okay, well, we are asking him about the Vanished Wing, right? Anything else we want to ask him about?
Let's just see what he says about the Vanished
Oh,
Wing.
the class as well. The Dark Creatures class. That's
Yeah,
what it's called,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Or a history
those
of
two
shades
things.
in the castle would be cool too.
Okay. Who can take notes without falling asleep when he's speaking? Because I struggle with that.
Should we just
I-
rock, paper, scissors it?
Yeah, okay. You guys not have rock, paper, scissors here?
I'll fall asleep anyway, so even if I
Okay,
do,
between me
maybe.
and you, Clem. Ready?
Okay. Oh,
That means you have to take the notes.
okay. I'll take the
Is
notes.
that like a spell?
It's like a spell, but for friendship. And deals and bartering. And dinner.
Who won?
I did. I had
I
scissors
lost.
and she had paper and scissors got paper, so technically I was superior.
Didn't you both have fingers?
Superior.
But the fingers make the shape.
Yeah,
Oh.
the shape.
Dog.
Paper is flat.
Right.
It's representative.
Scissors.
That was my word of the day yesterday.
It's a good word.
Okay,
Rosie?
I will take notes.
Yes?
You
Here we
ready,
go.
Rosie?
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay. Hello?
There's, like a slow response. Yes. Is
It's
it time for class?
no, it's not time for class, but
Give
it
me
is.
a moment.
Thank you.
What if he's in his pajamas?
To ghosts wear pajamas.
Do you think he's in a onesie? With a little
Why would he be in a onesie?
Did they have onesies
They're
at the dawn of
cozy.
time?
By the way, enough time has passed now that it's probably in the mid to late afternoon, I think, with all your running around.
This might take till after dinner.
What a great
Emerging from the
Sunday.
blackboard is Professor Bins. He has a history book in his hands, and he starts to wander over towards his desk. If everyone could please open your Hogwarts history books to page 74.
Professor Bins, it's not time for class.
Please try and convince Professor Bins that it is not time for class.
Okay.
That's an 8.
Partial success.
Okay. Choose one
Okay.
from the list.
They need proof. So I'm
Okay.
gonna whip out my phone, which doesn't have service, but it still says Sunday on the front of it.
Sunday.
No classes on Sunday, just eager students ready to learn.
You're right.
We were wondering if maybe you had some knowledge for us. My friend Olive has some questions for you. And you just seem so wise that we figured that you'd be able to help.
No expression change on his face whatsoever.
Professor Bins, could you, do you know anything about the Vanished Wing of Hogwarts?
I want you to make a convince roll. Actually, hold on. Let's see. Make and I read about that roll.
Okay.
Ooh. Did you take off your dazed, by the way?
Yeah, I just rolled
rolled a
really
1 and a
badly.
3.
Yeah.
Have you succeeded on any rolls today?
I genuinely don't think I've succeeded on a single roll. And I have a +1 to my mind, too, so.
All right. The vanished wing disappeared in 1705.
But, sir, how did it disappear?
That's not in the books.
Wait,
But you look
were
pretty smart, so I'd assume you knew.
were you around at that time? Either.
Of course.
Do you remember anything yourself, maybe?
It looks like you see his face finally start to change a little bit, like it's working on something, and it's just like you think you hear gears grinding for a second. Remember? I remember there was a wing one moment and then not.
Do you know what kind of thing could make that happen?
I don't recall it being in any of the books.
Do you remember if anybody died?
Died.
We heard from some of the portraits we asked about the wing that maybe some people did.
Through the years, Hogwarts has unfortunately suffered a few deaths, most notably during the First and Second Wizarding Wars.
I'm sorry, what? Wizarding Wars?
Yes.
Were they fighting over their wand color?
This is not in the books.
Okay, do you know anything about the Dark Creatures class and why that's not taught anymore?
Why don't you please make a read about that roll?
Okay, I'm actually not terrible at those. Oh, I don't have a boost from last week because I failed. It's a fail.
The Dark Creatures class was a part of the Vanished Wing.
Right.
What were you doing that year?
Besides teaching, because we know that you were being a wonderful teacher.
That's what I do.
Were
But
you
what were you doing outside
alive?
of teaching?
I don't have many hobbies.
I could. How about yoga?
That's a
I bet you-
yoga.
You look pretty limber.
Okay, you
yeah,
need
it's
to
a-
give the yoga a rest, Rosie, just for a little bit.
I need
Rosie,
10 more
just-
members before I can start my club.
Sure.
I don't think a ghost can be a member of a club.
Why don't we sort this once we're done? Okay, Rosie? Professor Bins, do you remember when the wing vanished? Was
The
anybody...
Vanished Wing disappeared in 1705.
No.
Good, I got
mean,
that. I got that
sure.
one, so.
But I mean, the exact time that it vanished, was anybody still in the wing? Did they disappear along with it?
I like making you guys roll for this. Go ahead and give me another I read about that, please.
Just one roll.
So much
Just one
experience.
roll. I have a +1. Why am I rolling so poorly?
Time.
Olive.
No. I
would
was
like to-
teaching class.
I would like to do a read between the lines roll.
Sure.
Jeez. We're not having.
I would just like to roll a
great
dice
day.
for fun.
Olive. Olive,
Yeah?
what do you know about your friend? About your ghost friend? What do you know about them? You don't know their name, right?
Just that he was a Ravenclaw.
Okay. And do you know what year he was in?
3rd year?
Okay. And you know what he looks like, right?
Vaguely. It was a bit hard to tell.
You know the color of his eyes, Ollie.
Shh, Rosie.
I'm just wondering if we can maybe describe him, but there's not really much to go on for a description. The book that he wanted, what was the book called?
Hogwarts, a history.
Hogwarts, a history. Hogwarts, a history.
Professor
don't know
Bins,
which
have you
question.
ever heard of people erasing knowledge from a book before?
He looks affronted. Why would anyone hurt a book? They don't.
Why would
do
anybody
anything
vanish
to
a
you.
wing? Maybe
what
the same
about-
person that vanished the wing vanished the knowledge along with it, Professor Bins.
Haven't the foggiest.
Neither has the wing or the books, I guess.
I have a question. Has there been any times in Hogwarts when new ghosts have appeared suddenly?
New ghosts?
Yeah, because I was curious. I thought I read something about that, but I can't remember. I've read a book or two, not as many as you have, but
New ghosts would have to be approved by the headmistress.
what about unapproved ghosts?
They are warded against by the wards of Hogwarts.
So they stop ghosts coming from outside Hogwarts into Hogwarts?
That is correct.
So, if there was somebody who died inside the building and they weren't approved, and then the building got demolished, what would happen to the ghost, Professor?
The ghost would be attached to the place where it died. But if the building was destroyed, I suppose nearby would be the most likely place.
That's it, right? Right, Olive? That's got to be it, right?
Maybe.
I have some theories I forgot to tell you about. I just remembered.
What?
It's not important for now. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But remind me to tell you, so I don't get distracted again.
Okay. I would like to give an inspirational speech to Maisie.
Oh.
I'm waiting.
I thought maybe you were gonna be like, no.
No, of course. I want to hear the speech.
Hold on. We're
I
standing.
think we're all about to get inspired.
Maisie,
Yes.
since I first stepped into this school, I have never seen somebody so good or so pure or so ready to tell the truth. You're so dedicated and so full of life, and you care about the people around you and the ghosts even. And I know that if you reach deep down into your mashed potato pockets, sorry, those are just my mashed potato pockets. If you reach deep down into your Quidditch robe pockets, you can find the resources you need to ask Professor Bins a question.
Okay, I can do it. Yes.
I believe in you.
I can, thank you. Yes. Whew, I'm ready.
And that's a good time for us to end the session.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Get wrecked, nerds.
Oh my god.
My magic.
My magic. Good session, everybody. Good session. But yeah, it's time for end of session stuff. And let's go around and let's do some end of session stuff. As I mentioned last week, I'm gonna be changing a couple things with the end of session stuff. What I have decided for now, and this might change later, we're kind of live play testing the super alpha version of this game that I made on the fly. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, so bear with us.
It's great.
Thank you.
That was me bearing. Everyone else can feel free to bear with me.
I make the same noise when pooping. Okay. So,
This is getting pretty unbearable. I've gotta go.
the way that we're going to do relationships is normally in the system you can give a +1 or a -1. You give a +1 and a -1 to someone. What I'm proposing that we do for this situation, number one, your relationships can go, you can actually put down +2 or a -2. As soon as it hits +3 or a -3, now that is when you get the XP, first of all. Second of all, it will be a choice. You can add a +1 to a relationship, or you can do a -1 to a relationship, and you will also gain XP. You gain 1 XP right away if you do that.
Okay.
Say that
I know
again,
what
sorry,
I'm doing
Wax.
with my relationship if I can go first.
So it's a choice. You either do a +1 or a -1 to someone. And if you do the -1, you get an XP right away.
So we don't have to do both.
You do
Can we
not
still
have to
do
do
both?
both. No. Just you choose one.
Okay. Yeah.
You choose. I want you to think about it from a roleplay perspective, because I know you guys get all like offended when there's a -1. But think about your characters. Which was the relationship that you felt was the most affected in this session? You know, and be honest, because when all is said and done, it doesn't make that much of a difference. Okay, go ahead, Zagonicus.
I'm going to give a +1, and I'm going to give it to Olive. She stood by me when the shade showed up, and when I said I got this, she trusted me and went. And that means a lot, because one of my negative traits is insecure, and for her to believe in me is like, it meant a lot, so my +1 for Olive.
Excellent. Well done.
I would die for Alexander.
I would also like to point out, I mentioned in the chat, Lily Luna Potter's traits are charming, brave, nurturing, and her negative traits are gullible, naive, and pushover, which is why she's been going along with
That's why
everything.
she's still alive.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, bless her.
And who's
I'll-
next?
I'll go, because that's an easy one for me. Mine is 100% a +1 to Alex. I feel like Alex and Olive really got to trust each other a little bit more this week and really bonded. And I think that first wave of everyone else running off and Olive sticking with Alex and then messing up the spell and trusting him to take care of things alone was just a really special moment for them. So, yay, +1, best friends.
Woo! My first +1 ever. I don't know if that's true. It may actually be true.
Suddenly, everyone gets really sad. Savage.
goodness.
That can't be it. I gave you a +1.
I don't know. Somebody's
a
gonna have to go and look at
1000%.
the tape. Someone's gonna have to go.
Yeah.
Somebody go figure it out.
Someone's gonna have to find a VCR somewhere in the dumpster and load up that tape. Who's next?
I'll go.
Okey doke.
I'm giving a -1 to Maisie. I don't want you guys to trash talk me, but she returned my hair.
She did.
I think we all expected
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
She did.
It really
Okay.
hurt my feelings. But I
Yeah.
did love that inspirational speech. Thank you.
Yeah.
So a -1 for Maisie for you, and give yourself a star of experience there. So who's next?
So originally, when we were halfway through, I thought my -1 was also gonna go back to Rosalina, because that would just creeped me out. I would like suddenly this girl. I mean, we already knew she was a bit strange, but now she wants my head. That's very strange. But then she did this inspiring speech, so it's kind of like balanced out. So I feel like I want to give her a +1 and a -1, so I kind of can't give her anything. And then the only other thing that I think has been affected is Maisie was actually really taken aback by the way that Olive talked about Professor Bins. And it wasn't that she was rude about him, it was that she said it with a really straight face. And I think she meant it. And Maisie's never seen that in her before. Like, she's joked and she's been rude about people, but it's always been like, oh, maybe he's like that. This one was very much like, that's him. And I think that was quite a shock. So I think Maisie's -1 has to go to Olive.
Okay, and give yourself a star of experience as well.
To be fair, I was kind of right. He was just chilling in his own blackboard, so
He was.
where's the lie?
Snooze fest.
Clem?
Yeah.
Margles?
This is hard, man. I always find this difficult. I wish that I could give myself the -1 for abandoning my friends.
Bad you can't.
Yeah. I think I will give my +1 to Alexander because I think that he like really showed up for the group. He like protected us. He stayed there to fix the problem. Then he came to find us afterwards instead of like running away, you know, and then he got McGonagall in on it, which seemed to help us a lot. And so I think she's very impressed with him. And yeah.
Alrighty. Well done. Well done, Alexander. That was an impressive little scene there. I feel like that was I could see some fan art being made of that. That was really good.
It was intense.
That was really good. Okay, next bit is the classes school roles.
The part everyone dreads.
Everybody, please,
With the rolls today.
please roll plus your mind.
You have a -2 mind.
Okay.
Negative rolls today. Oh my
-3.
Oh my god.
I haven't rolled like a single success all day.
You got
Wow.
one
Think about
partial
all that
success today.
experience.
You got
there you
one
go,
partial.
one
I
partial
scrolled up.
success. I've almost reset my experience twice in one session.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Excellent. So Maisie with a 9. Let's start off with the Gryffindors. So that is 5 points for Gryffindor so far. However, Olive with a -5 puts it back to 0. And Clem gets a 10 points for Gryffindor. And now we move on to the Hufflepuffs. Oof. That's a 3 from Rosalina. Unfortunately, that's a -5. And I will continue the rolls here. I will get, we'll do my black and white die. We'll do these. That's a 9, so that's a +5. So we even back out to 0 there. And an 8, so 5
Hey!
5 points. 5 points.
I didn't drag him down. I'm sorry, Hufflepuffs.
Ravenclaw destroying everybody right now
God.
because Alex did the right thing. He actually did the right thing. That was a good thing. You did a good thing. All right, let's roll the blue dice. Let's see how far I drag Ravenclaw down with my horrible rolls. Let's see. That's a 5. Okay, so that's a -5. Oh, and Alex got a +5, so that evens it out to a 0 so far. Last one is a 6. That's a -5. So, overall, 25 points for Ravenclaw today. That was very solid. We've got a pretty close battle between Ravenclaw and Gryffindor. All right, now, I think the moment that everyone's been waiting for. What am I going to roll for Slytherin today? I'll use my pink dice. Let's use the pink ones because the green ones have not been working well. Let's use my pink dice. Let's see. Here we go. First roll is a 7. That's a 5. We get 5 points so far. 5 points. That's 2 ones. That's not good. That's a 0 so far. Okay. And that's a 12. That's double 6s. That's 10 points. So Slytherin with another 10. They're catching up to Hufflepuff at this rate. All right, so 20 points for Slytherin.
Feelings.
So first place right now is Ravenclaw. Close on their heels, Gryffindor with 67. Third place is Hufflepuff with 30, and Slytherin with 20 points. 20 points. So we had the whole gamut of rolls from the pink dice. So maybe we'll use the pink dice for Slytherin from now on. All right, let's do our shoutouts and your downtime moves, please. Shoutouts and downtime moves. Zagonicus, would you be so kind as to go?
Yes, hey everybody, I'm Zgodicus. I played Alexander Pippin for you today, and you can check all the other table story shows and find ones you like. I'm in a bunch of the archived shows, and they're all wonderful, so check them out if you're looking for stuff to entertain you. You can find me on the internet everywhere. I'm Zgodicus in all the places, and I think tomorrow I'm gonna do that stream. I'm gonna build the D&D Pantheon, or at least get started. It's quite a big project, so come help me out. Give me some inspiration, some ideas, and some support and good chat, and we'll get through as much as we can until my brain starts to shut down. For my end of session thing, I'm going to do some studying. Yes, do some studying. Mind draw.
Excellent. I feel like my brain shuts down. Like Brad has the exact same brain tolerance time for streaming for me. It's like 4 hours is the cutoff, and then it's just...
That's also mine.
Like 3 or 4.
I've experienced that as well.
I don't know. Yeah, I gotta fail, so I just get a star of XP.
Okay, so yeah, studying. Maybe you just are so proud of yourself. I don't know, but it wasn't the best study session. It wasn't the best. Well, thank you, Zagonicus. Nega Oryx.
Hi, I'm Nega Oryx. I was playing Olive Everglade today, and I do stuff on the internet. Come say hi sometime. My username is the same on literally every social platform, everywhere. So have fun trying to spell that one, podcast listeners. I'm gonna be trying to study as my downtime move, because Olive's not doing too great with those I read about that rolls.
Oh my God, that's a green number.
What? What?
Oh my
Holy
god.
cow!
Girl, you read about that.
I read about that. Watch, I'll still fail them next week, but I'll fail them with a +1. So, thanks.
I'm gonna find a way to be dazed for the entire session again. Okay, so yes, you get a +1 forward to your I read about that rolls next session, so make sure you jot that down. Thank you. Murgles.
Hi, I'm Murgles. I played Clementine for y'all today, and you can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Murgles, and my Instagram is Miranda Cannell, Quesnel, if you want to find me there, because I do art stuff. And I would like to also study.
Excellent. Being very dutiful students.
Yeah. We're trying to make it up now that we've got McGonagall keeping our eye on us.
Maybe that tidal wave of red today was like, maybe we should try and do better. Okay, a 7. So on a 7 to 9, you get a +1 forward to your this move, basically, next
Okay.
week.
Okay. Thank you.
Jot that down. Thank you, Murgles. Luxie. Doing
Hello!
her best Clementine impersonation today.
I know, I was thinking that earlier. I was like, I'm Clementine. I need a scar. Sorry. Hello, I'm Lexi Games. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch. I'm currently doing a God of War playthrough. If that's something you're interested in, we'll be back at that tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I stream 2 to 8 most days. And if I'm not live, then I'm on Twitter. Lexi Games everywhere. And if you haven't seen me there, you probably seen me in a Coke ad. Sorry. If you would like to let me practice spellcasting, I'd love that.
Excellent. Spellcasting isn't easy. That's why they go through years and years of schooling. Miss a flick when you should have swished and someone catches fire. No one wants that. Practice your spells, kids. Go ahead and roll. Plus your magic.
Partial success.
On a 7 to 9, the PC gets to swap one spell from their spell bank with one that they don't currently have.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello?
Hello, I'm Grolo, and I played Maisie Skylar today. And you can find me here on Twitch. Where can you? It's the same. Whack, I've hit the same. It's the same 4-hour break. I'm words. Sometimes I'm a full-time variety streamer here on Twitch. We are currently doing things like playing space games and watching documentaries and building a Lego Yoda. So we've got that going on this month. And then later at the end of the month, we're going to play Subnautica Below Zero, which I'm very excited for because it's one of my favorite games.
It's one of my favorites, too.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I would also like to study. Easy would also like to study, please.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll plus your mind.
It's an 11. This is dangerous because I already have a +2 mind, and I've just been inspired, and now I have a +1 and I read about that roll.
Excellent.
God, I'm going to try and... Guys, I need you to help me come up with a question.
So one of those. So what's really interesting is, I'm gonna plug our Discord here as well. But on our Discord, we have people like leave feedback or ask questions and stuff about the system, and there's people that were like, "Wow, there's a lot of fails and stuff," and I'm like, "Well, I made the system so you can get like lots of like little buffs from different places." So you can get, in this situation, a +5 to your mind, which is a guaranteed partial success. You have even if you roll 2 1s, it's a guaranteed partial success. So if you do this kind of thing where you get bonuses from different places, you can really get your attribute up pretty high and almost always succeed, or always succeed in this case. So keep that in mind when you're doing stuff. The buffs and the inspiration and all that stuff is really overpowered. Yeah. So congratulations. You get a +1 forward to your I read about that rolls next session. Alrighty. So thank you, Colo. I'm Wax Steven. I have been your Headmaster of Doom, or the Headmistress of Doom. And I have dragged the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Thank you, everybody, for watching. As always, chat, we appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Much love to you. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the support. If you have not done so, please make sure you follow all of these wonderful people. Follows are free. Go make it happen. And if you want to join us in playing the system, you can head on over to tablestory.tv/WAW. And you can download it for free. It's completely free. I will be releasing a new version of this. It will probably be Thursday, I think, since I have the new Game Master month thing tomorrow. It's going to be here on this channel, 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm hosting a panel of several developers from Atlas Games, Monty Cook Games, Chaosium, and Pelgrane Press. Because January is all about new game masters. If you are looking to become a new game master, you should definitely come on by and get inspired or just learn a little bit more about it in general. I guarantee you, all of the role players that are out there are always looking for a game master. It's always happening. People, I think, have it in their head that it's too hard, or maybe that they're the wrong kind of person to run a game. Check out the stream and, make a judgment call after that, okay? Thank you to Colo. Thank you to Luxie. Thank you, Murgles. Thank you, Nega Oryx. And thank you, Zagonicus, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. And if you have yourself a Twitch Prime or an Amazon Prime and you have not used yet, consider throwing it their way. Give them some support. And you can get yourself some emotes. Go do that. Who doesn't love emotes? Nega Oryx literally has all of the emotes now. Just all of them. They're all there. All of them are there. If you want an emote, she has them. She's got so many extra emotes. They're all over the floor. It's disgusting.
These are
And Harry
lies.
Potter, specifically Harry Potter emotes. That's the best part.
Yes. And if you want to help support Table Story, one of the best ways you can do that is to head on over to our Patreon, tablestory.tv/pledge. We've got tons of content on there. We've got podcasts. We've got episodes of the shows that we do in podcast format. We've got a Ready to Roll GM podcast that I do with Brad, PB, and Jay. And we've got artwork. Murgles did some. Anna the Newt's done some stuff. There's just a lot of stuff up there, so go check it out. Hopefully you'll come on back for the stream tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Good night. Peace out.